Was the Pharaoh's curse real? Imagine this. A dark tomb, sealed for thousands of years, is finally opened. The air inside hasn't been breathed since the days of the pharaohs. Within weeks, strange deaths begin to follow the explorers who dared to disturb it. Was it truly the Pharaoh's curse, or something far more human, hidden in science? Today, we'll uncover the truth behind one of history's most mysterious legends, the Curse of the Pharaohs. In 1922, in the Valley of the Kings, British archaeologist Howard Carter made history when he discovered the tomb of Tutankhamun, the boy king of ancient Egypt. The tomb was nearly intact, filled with treasures, golden statues, and the now iconic mask of Tutankhamun. But soon after the discovery, whispers of a curse began to spread. Within months, Carter's financial backer, Lord Carnarvon, died unexpectedly from an infection caused by a simple mosquito bite. Newspapers seized on the story, calling it the Pharaoh's Curse. Over the years, several others connected to the excavation also died under unusual circumstances. Some from illness, some from sudden accidents. Whether coincidence or not, the legend grew. Headlines warned, "Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the king." The myth of the mummy's curse quickly captured the world's imagination. What was supposed to be a great archaeological discovery turned into one of history's most enduring mysteries. But was this really a curse, or something born inside the human mind? Scientists now know that belief in a curse can be powerful enough to cause real harm. This is called the power of suggestion. If you believe you are cursed, your mind creates stress, anxiety, and fear. Your body responds. Your heart beats faster, your immune system weakens, you sleep poorly. In extreme cases, this can even lead to sickness or death. For the explorers of the 1920s, already surrounded by rumors of curses and supernatural warnings, every headache, every fever, every small illness could feel like proof of doom. Fear itself became the silent killer. The human mind is extraordinary. Sometimes it doesn't need a curse from the pharaohs to believe one exists. Another explanation is far more physical and deadly. Imagine a tomb sealed for over 3,000 years. Inside, the air is stale, trapped, and filled with invisible threats. When scientists investigated Egyptian tombs, they discovered something chilling. Toxic mold and deadly bacteria covering the walls, coffins, and even the mummies themselves. Spores from fungi like Aspergillus flavus can attack the lungs, cause deadly infections, and overwhelm the immune system. For the early 20th century explorers, without modern medicine or protective gear, opening a tomb was like breathing in poison. In fact, later studies confirmed that several mummies carried dangerous mold that could harm anyone who touched them. So perhaps, when explorers fell sick after entering these tombs, it wasn't the wrath of a pharaoh, but the invisible killers in the air they disturbed. There's another chilling possibility. The ancient Egyptians were masters of chemistry and protection. Some experts suggest they may have coated artifacts with natural poisons to guard the tombs. Materials like arsenic, mercury, and lead could survive for centuries. Anyone handling them without knowledge could fall ill, poisoned slowly by the very objects they sought to study. There are even theories of booby traps, hidden powders or chemicals placed in tombs to deter robbers. While physical traps like falling stones are rare, chemical defenses could explain sudden sickness among early excavators. In this sense, the pharaohs may not have needed magic to protect their tombs. They may have used science of their own. But not everything needs a scientific explanation. Some of the so-called curse victims died from ordinary causes: heart attacks, accidents, infections. The average life expectancy in the 1920s was far shorter than today, so early deaths were not uncommon. And let's not forget, Howard Carter himself, the man who opened Tutankhamun's tomb, lived another 17 years and died peacefully at the age of 64. Hardly the mark of a curse. The truth is, the legend of the curse was fueled by newspapers hungry for shocking headlines. The more mysterious the story, the more papers sold. Fear made great business. What began as coincidence quickly became a legend, one that has lasted a century. Today, archaeologists no longer enter tombs recklessly. They wear protective suits and masks, carefully testing the air before stepping inside. Modern science has stripped away much of the fear, but not all of the mystery. Even though we now know about bacteria, toxins, and the power of fear, the idea of the Pharaoh's curse still captures our imagination. Movies, books, and stories keep the legend alive. Because sometimes it isn't about whether the curse is real. It's about the fact that we want it to be real. Humanity is drawn to mystery. The unknown still has power over us, even in an age of science. So, was the curse of the Pharaohs real? Probably not in the magical sense. But fear, coincidence, deadly microbes, and even ancient poisons all played a part in shaping the legend. The truth is that science explains much of it, but the mystery of the Pharaohs still lingers in our imagination. And maybe that's the real power of the curse. Not death, but the way it haunts us even today. What do you think? Was it all science? Or could there still be something more that we don't understand?